In 2000, I began thinking about rescuing horses. I took my daughter for riding lessons when she was very, very young and was really appalled by what was happening in traditional riding stables. I felt the horses were, although in many cases well taken care of physically, emotionally, and intellectually bereft, totally bereft, and very unhappy with what they were doing. So I became committed, partly on my daughter's behalf, to creating a different kind of environment where people could learn about horses without imposing human agendas on horses. And that's how Labrador Hill Sanctuary was born. My name is Sarah Rabinowitz-Magnoni, and I am the executive director of, and the manager of, and the chief instructor at Labrador Hill Sanctuary. A normal day at the sanctuary, I would say, actually does not exist. We have many, many off-the-cuff events at the sanctuary. We start with feeding, watering, getting Harry the goat out of the feed bags, making sure that gates are closed, sometimes greeting visitors. We do a morning feeding. We fill water tanks. We feed our special needs horses who are in our 2 back paddocks, and they are all animals who have difficulty maintaining their weight. So they get 2 to 3 grain feedings a day. The unusual thing about Labrador Hill Sanctuary actually primarily is the existence of the lesson program. Most rescues do not focus as thoroughly on education as we do. For me, rescue is one of the noblest and most necessary things to do in life, but it loses steam if you're not educating the public. So we devote fully as much time to teaching as we do to running the sanctuary. And that's what differentiates us from other places. The other thing I think is a kind of philosophical approach, which for me comes because I actually, although I spent time as a child going out west and riding at ranches, and I have a kind of Western sensibility about riding, but I didn't grow up with horses. So I didn't come from a horse-owning family or anything of that description. So I came to it from the vantage point of being an art teacher. And I designed my program to meet the needs of both the horses and the students, the way a teacher of any kind of other subject would do. And I think that really differentiates us both from other sanctuaries and from other riding establishments. Western raised horses, horses who are raised in a lot of land and with a lot of space, have actually a very different sensibility than horses who were born and raised in stables on the East Coast. It's the sense of space and the horse's comfort in the sense of space that is the basis for this horsemanship program. My goal is to give people who are living in the state of New Jersey a sense of what I experienced growing up and going to ranches in the Southwest.